that I would try to do if I was Israel right now is I would just bulldoze something in the Negev. I would try to move people in there. I know that won't be the popular thing to do, but I think that that's a better option to do so that you can go in and finish the job. Recognizing a Palestinian state would essentially be rewarding an act of terror that was perpetrated into Israel. So it's a super bad idea in that regard. The way that we did it was like a little bit inverted from there, right? So I'm not sure there's much left of Gaza. And Gaza's waterfront property, it could be very valuable to, if people would focus on kind of building up, livelihoods. You think about all the money that's gone into this tunnel network and into all the munitions, if that would have gone into education or innovation, what could have been done? And so I think that it's a little bit of an unfortunate situation there, but I think from Israel's perspective, I would do my best to move the people out and then clean it up.
Jared Kushner, Donald Trump's son-in-law and former advisor, and the architect of the Abraham Accords. Speaking of finishing the job, cleaning Gaza up, focusing on construction there, and finishing the job this time in Lebanon. Who is Jared Kushner? Born into a Jewish real estate giant family full with controversies, and heir to some $1.8 billion capital, Kushner found his way to elite schools and then to White House, all in a shady way. Illegal donations to some ardently pro-Israeli senators, tax evasion cases, indisputable real estate projects mark the history of his family. When appointed as an advisor by his father-in-law, Kushner somehow came up with a brilliant idea, making peace between Israel and the Arabs. The only Arab nation his plan excluded was the Palestinians, because
I think proactively recognizing a Palestinian state would essentially be rewarding an act of terror that was perpetrated into Israel.
The content of his so-called peace plan, even broader than Abraham Accords, had certain elements so tempting for Israel. The recognition of Israeli sovereignty over occupied Golan Heights, moving U.S. embassy to Jerusalem, rescinding sanctions on illegal settlers. Despite doing nothing to better the lives of Palestinians, Kushner is bold enough to claim that he wants to make everything better.
We all kind of want to make things better.
In fact, he and his family foundation is known with its donations to all sorts of Zionist organizations. Here is a list of donations that Cyril Charles Kushner Family Foundation Incorporated made in 2013. You can see organizations like Young Israel of Bay Harbor, which sends money to Israeli army, promotes sick-minded Zionist ideology. Then, you come across with the donation to FIDF, Friends of IDF, that sends money directly to Israeli military that has been committing genocide in Palestine for decades. He was even a national board member of FIDF. Besides, several newspapers reported his family charity's donations to extremist Jewish settlers, who are responsible for ruining the lives of millions of Palestinians. Now, Israel is doing exactly what Kushner says, moving out civilians, clearing Gaza, and finishing the job. In case Trump gets reelected, then, what will Kushner do? Another controversial real estate project, this time in Gaza,